Jaya Regimatai, psychiatric nurse practitioner. I practice in Texas, and today we have Ria with us. She is a third year college student, and she is learning psychology in her college. And she's my motivation and my inspiration. Today we are going to talk about September. September is the month, has got some specialities. Ria, can you tell me some specialities about September?
Well, usually September is the beginning of fall, so the days are shorter. People tend to get like a bunch of like allergies during this time, and it's kind of like the high peak of when people start going back to school or when like people start going back to work as well.
Yeah, that's correct. The September is the month kids going back to school. The kids has got who has got learning disability and anxiety, depression, it gets worse. Plus, adult also with the kids, adult also was enjoying the vacation, and now the adult has to take care of the kids. Then they have to go to their work. Plus, their work also get busy. Another thing, allergies. September is the peak time of allergies. With allergies, people already get anger, irritability. Plus, they take some allergy medication. It make them drowsy, sleepy. They feel they are not getting enough sleep. Then September is the month of seasonal affective disorder. As you said, the days are getting shorter and night is longer. So people feel sad, down, depressed. And mental health has got some speciality in September. September is the suicide prevention month and mental health awareness month. Today we are going to talk about suicide. Suicide is one of the leading cause of death. And according to World Health Organization, there are more than 800,000 people globally die every year with suicide. So, according to the study of 2016, suicide is not only happening in underdeveloped or developing countries. Most people committing suicide in developing countries. So, there are certain factors like psychological, biological, environmental factors. There are so many factors related to suicide. So, when you look at mental health, people who have diagnosis of depression, anxiety, schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, eating disorder, borderline personality, these are some of the reasons for suicide. But, like when I explain about each diagnosis of mental health, I will explain about the diagnosis, treatment, and the suicidality in it. Okay, so Priya, what do you think? What are the some reasons for a young youth to commit suicide?
Some issues that they go through are probably like relations issues, substance abuse, bullying, discrimination, or like financial issues as well.
Yeah, that's correct. The kids are going through that, especially when they're going from high school to college. It's a new place. Then they are staying away from their family. They feel sad, down, depressed. Plus, another thing also, that bullying, discrimination, then the use of drug and alcohol. They are getting exposed to all these things. These all things happening with adult too, especially with the relationship issue. Ending of a romantic relationship, a breakup, divorce, and even any family relationship issue. People become sad, down, depressed, and they go and commit suicide. Then another thing also, financial crisis. We need money. So, loss of job, no money to take care of the family for themselves, then they don't think, they just go and do it. Then another thing, people who is having some chronic diseases like cancer and all, they think there is no cure. That is the point of leave. They just go and do it. Then another thing is like people who has chronic pain. They are taking too much pain medication. They think there is no solution. They just go and do it. Then people who use drug and alcohol. Alcohol, drugs are also depressant. When they take it and any triggers, they just go and kill themselves. And plus overdose also can cause it. Then when you look at people, there are people, they have hard time to take stresses in life. They don't think about it. They think this is the end. They just go and do it. Then when we talk about the suicide, suicide has got two kinds. There are people with suicide intention and suicidal ideation. Suicidal ideation means you can see people are hopeless, helpless, depressed. They talk about suicide. They have the suicidal thoughts. When they have the suicidal thoughts, they feel there is nothing else. They trap. They have severe pain. They want to get rid of that pain. So they just thought about suicide. But suicidal intention means people has coming out with a plan. They have a correct plan. They come out with a plan. When someone is addressing suicidal thoughts and suicidal intention, we have to help them. How we can see, do you think how we can see how people how we can make out, people are going through some suicidal thoughts or plan, can you think that how we can see how this how he or she is going through with it?
Well, I guess one thing would be like the change in their moods.
Mhm.
Or like even some people tend to give out like their prized possessions. People don't sleep much or eat enough. Things like that, I guess.
Yeah. You're correct. If you can see, all of a sudden there is a mood swings. They will be like all of a sudden sad, down, depressed, hopeless, useless feelings. Then they sleep too much, or they don't sleep at all, or they eat too much, or they don't eat at all. Plus they isolate themselves. They stay away from friendship, and they have some hobbies and all. All of a sudden they don't do any hobbies. They stay away from their family, friends. They stay isolated. And even you can see that like a personal hygiene, they don't take bath, they don't change cloth. You can see like a self-esteem, no self-esteem. Then another thing also, some of them even talk about death, and they will say that indirectly goodbye, or they will say some comment, I don't want to see you tomorrow. Those kind of things they say. Even they often say some comments, some negative comments. Can you imagine what are the comments they normally says?
Well, I would assume like they would say something about like killing themselves or not wanting to live, stuff like that.
Yeah, they say that most of the time. Sometimes they say, what is the point of why I exist? I don't want to see tomorrow, and there is no point to live, and I want to kill myself. Yeah, these are the things they says. So when when you're seeing someone is experiencing suicidal ideation, it's our responsibility to help them. So the help has to start from school. We have to teach our students how to cope up with the hardship in life. Life is not smooth. It's like a waves in the river, like up and down. Even when you look at the nature, nature has got 4 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a combination of 4 seasons make the nature beautiful. Same thing in our life. We just think that the hardship is like a spices in life. It's everything is not like not like down always. There is down then up, happy and sorrow. So when things happening in life, just be strong. Oh, this is more going to make me more strong. I'm going to face it with courage. And when there is a sunset, then only the sunshine comes. So we have to teach from our students. Not only the students, we have to teach in the school, the workplace, colleges, everywhere, how to handle the hard situations in life, how to be strong, how to make your mind strong and face the reality with courage. And first of all, and second thing, we have to, if you see somebody is facing it, having the thoughts, we have to offer them help. How we can offer them help?
Well, suicide is a big problem, and I think most importantly, prevention is the best way to deal with it. And prevention can only be done when everyone collaborates with each other, such as medical providers, families, communities, friends, and everybody get together and just help like create like a safe environment for them, and just like listening to people as well.
Yeah. First of all, when someone is coming and telling you, offer help, listen to them, sit with, talk to them. They are looking for someone to listen. There are problems in life. But when they are severely depressed and they have that suicidal thoughts with a plan, their brain is like blank. They are not coming out with any solutions. But when they sit and talk to someone else, there is always solution. There is no problem without solution. So they have to understand. So when somebody is coming, sit, talk, listen to them. And if and another thing also, in college and all, you can take them to the counselor. And another thing also, like when they are in those kind of situations, they are looking for someone to listen and talk to them, and the counselor can help them. And if their suicidal thoughts are bad, so if they are in a suicidal ideation, you need to call help, immediate help. If they are with a suicidal ideation, that means life threatening situation. We have to take them to the hospital, or we have to call the crisis line and we have to provide them immediate medical help. And the therapy and the medication can help them to come back to their normal life, and to help them how to face the hardship in life. So what is your opinion about how we can help the people who is going through with it?
Or like you just said, like listen and just be there for them.
Okay, yeah, and plus everybody think life is important, so always handle with care. And the hardship in life, it's only for time being. This time will pass. And if any of you are feeling, or any of your friends or family is going through the same situations, please listen to them, help them, offer help, and help them to come out of that situation. Thank you for watching. And if you like this, please watch, comment, and subscribe it. Thank you very much for your time.